I noticed something on the security camera this morning. I'm out here in my house coat, my pajamas. The guineas were upset. So I checked the security camera and I seen something running back and forth. So I told my husband and he came out and found a possum in the chicken coop. All right, I'm dressed. And I wanted to make you guys a quick video about the incident that happened this morning. It's 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning, I guess. And praise God, we only lost one of our chickens. But I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about this incident and about what happened and everything. I heard a lot of noise outside. Like, I know, Tayless. I know. So anyways, we have a security camera and I didn't get any alerts of anything because it's up by the house. But I kept hearing the guineas and a lot of stuff going on outside, so I just kept checking the camera thinking that something was weird outside. I think he's pretty upset. So anyways, I was sitting there looking on the security camera. It's up at our house, but you can see the whole yard out here, all the way to the chicken coop and up to the top of the hill. So I kept looking over here at the chicken coop, and all of a sudden I zoomed in and I could see motion up here on the outside of the fence, just going back and forth up here outside of the chicken pen. You guys have probably seen, we just have this decent size area for the chickens, and then we have a what we call either like our upper pig pasture, or lately we've got we call it the orchard because we put a bunch of fruit trees up there. So, and then this pig pasture over here as well. And lately, because they've eaten the grass so much over here and they've really been doing a lot of work outside, we decided to open that pig pasture, and we've let them now go over here. And they have been loving that, but nothing should have been up in the top pasture here. So, but I could see something black, or what looked black, just going back and forth, and that was the only thing that I seen. I didn't see any of the chickens or guineas out. So I told my husband there's either a chicken that got out over the fence and it is trying to get back in, or there's something out there after our chickens. So he immediately got up and came out to check, and when he came out, I didn't come with him. So he said it was a guinea. There was one guinea outside the fence just running back and forth. So he thought, what is going on? Why aren't the other chickens out? And he opened the chicken coop door, and right in front of the door, he saw a possum eating one of our chickens, which was one of my olive acres. And it had long been dead at that point. Praise God that was the only bird that we did lose this morning. We suspect that it just got in there this morning. This wasn't like something that happened during the night. Otherwise, we probably would have lost our entire flock. And so I wanted to tell you guys kind of how this happened, how it could be prevented, so that you don't think that you have security, okay, when you are very, very susceptible to predator attacks on your coops. One thing that we invested in our chicken coop and we absolutely love, and I definitely would recommend these to all chicken people, but we have an automatic open and close chicken door. It is battery operated. This one we got off Amazon. The brand is Run Chicken, and it automatically opens and closes with the sunrise and sunset. So it has a sensor in there and opens and closes to how much light there is outside, and it has worked flawlessly for the past about 2 years that we've had it. Now, we've never had to change the battery in it until recently. About 2 days ago, I think, is when we realized that the battery was dead and that we had to replace the battery in it. So this is one feature, you guys, that I could say is super beneficial to your chickens and keeping them safe. However, it can also be dangerous if you think that you never have to come out and physically see your animals to know that they are okay. So even though we have an automatic chicken door that opens and closes on its own, it's always been our goal to come out and physically check that our girls and boys have all made it into the coop at night, regardless of whether we have to open and close the door, because we always think that there may be a bird that didn't make it in before the door closed. Or, the battery could die, or in the colder months, it could freeze open or freeze closed. So we always make it our goal to come out and physically check and count our birds, regardless of the door. But we were all complacent last night and coming out and making sure. So we don't know if the door never closed last night, or if the door did close and it just so happened to already be open this morning and the possum came in this morning once it opened. Was it waiting for them at the door? Had this possum been kind of hunting for these chickens before? We don't know, but we all feel that we could have done better. We could have done better. If we had come out and checked last night, we would know for sure, but we didn't. We were complacent in that area. So I just want to say, you guys, if you have an automatic chicken door, that doesn't mean that your coop is secure. You need to physically be checking your animals, and that goes all around to all your animals, not just your chickens, but all of your animals are vulnerable to predators, regardless of where you live. So physically check your animals every single day. Another thing that I want to say about the situation is that we have not one but 2 roosters. So we have 2 roosters and I think about 12 hens and 8 guineas. We have male and female guineas. So we have 2 roosters, though, that are supposed to be protecting our flock. And the main purpose of having them here is in hopes that they will help to protect our hens. Now, they very well could have protected our hens. We only lost one, you guys, and it could have been so much worse. And, you know, we weren't there inside the coop to know what was going on. And so they very well could have been a huge reason of why that happened. However, we did lose a bird. And so I just want to say that because you have a rooster does not mean security. It doesn't mean that you're never going to lose a bird, that your birds are safe because you've seen a video on YouTube of, you know, this rooster protecting the coop from attack from some kind of predator. Regardless of having a rooster, your flock is definitely at risk. So again, you guys, be vigilant and come out and check your birds in person. And last but not least, I just want to mention, I've already said this, but we have guineas, and guineas are known to be those alarm birds. They make a lot of noise when there is something wrong. If they see something that they don't recognize, they make a lot of noise. And although that is awesome, and we love having guineas, they're so cool. And I really found out that there was a possum in the coop because of the guineas. So although they are awesome for predators and letting you know that something is wrong, they're not really going to protect your coop, and they are vulnerable themselves. They just want to get away from the danger, just like the hens do. So don't expect guineas to actually do any protecting of your flock. Okay, they are vulnerable too, and they're not going to protect your birds, but they will help to warn you. So don't always. It's easy to just think, oh, the guineas are making noise. They always do. They're so loud. They're so annoying, and just kind of ignore it. Whenever I hear the guineas making a lot of noise, I always consider, is there something going on? Do I need to check what's happening? And I always make sure to know what's going on if I hear the guineas making a lot of noise. All right, you guys, and that's all I think I want to say on the topic. I don't know exactly what's going to make it in this video and what isn't, because of, you know, YouTube standards and all of that. I'm not exactly sure what the rules are these days, but I'm sure they're pretty strict. But I hope that this helped you guys out. If you are thinking of getting chickens, or you have chickens, consider the security of your coops, you guys. Be vigilant, be out there to check your chickens and your other birds who are vulnerable to attack. And you know, it's not if, it really is when you get a predator in your coop. So God bless you guys. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you guys in the next video.